Welcome into Wild Animal Wednesdays. I'm Blake Eason. Time now for a ride on the wild side. Let's go. Alrighty, folks, welcome back to Wild Animal Wednesday. Hanging out with Katie right now. We are joined by a rather interesting friend today. I think Katie and I both share a sense of nervousness about who we are hanging out with today. Katie, what is her name?
This is Tarantula Jolie.
Fitting, I would say. It
is our rose-hair tarantula, and I'm not going to lie to you. Spiders in general just scare me,
yeah.
But I'm doing really well right now.
You 100% are. You're doing a lot better than I would be, hence why Katie is holding the tarantula, and I am not. So thinking about Tarantula Jolie, love the name, by the way. What are some of the things that, that she eats out in the wild?
So they mainly eat insects. Now occasionally they will eat smaller things or bigger things like frogs.
Oh, wow.
But our tarantula actually eats crickets.
Okay.
That's her favorite.
Yep.
So now she is in our reptile house in the walkabout section.
Okay.
So that's where you'll find her. Now I did want to talk a little bit about her defense mechanism.
Yeah.
So even though they do kind of give me the heebie-jeebies.
Yeah.
I'm not really scared of her. Like, I'm not worried about her biting me or anything. They just kind of freak me out a little bit. But their defense mechanism is their hairs. Mm-hmm. So they'll actually flick their hairs. See all the little hairs on there? I don't know if we can zoom in on that. But those little hairs, they'll throw them with their back legs onto their prey or their predators.
Right.
And it can get into their eyes and their mucous membranes and irritate them enough to be able to attack or get away if it's a predator.
Wow, Katie, I don't know if you ever played Mario Kart, but the first thing I think about is when you're driving Mario Kart, you can drop the little things behind you to get the people behind you to fall over.
Yes,
this is
it's just like that.
The inspiration is right there in front of us. Oh, this is incredible. Also, something really interesting that I didn't know that we were talking about just before we started rolling was you would not necessarily see Tarantula Jolie in a web like you see with spiders, particularly in our area, correct?
That's right. So they do spin silk like our spiders here. But instead of doing it in like a web, what they'll do is they'll burrow down in the ground. Okay. And they'll create that webbing around their burrow. Wow. It's very, very unique, and you can actually see that in her habitat in the reptile house. She's done that herself.
So when you come here to Wild Animal Safari, and also too, if you are coming on a day it's particularly cold outside, the reptile house is temperature controlled, so there are plenty of areas here at Wild Animal Safari that you can still visit, even when, you know, temperatures are a little cold here in Georgia, right?
That is very true, and you can also, if you take your own personal car and you have heat in your car, you can go through that way as well.
There you have it. So Wild Animal Safari running all the way through the year. Katie, before we wrap, you got over your fear.
You gotta overcome your fear.
Should I attempt to get over mine? Okay. All right. So how's this gonna? Are you just gonna place Tarantula Jolie?
All right. So I'm gonna get you to do that, and I'm just gonna kind of push her. Okay. Well.
I don't think she's interested, Katie.
There we go. Look. Oh. There we go.
Oh,
you're doing it.
Goodness gracious.
I'm so proud of you right now.
Wow. I don't know if this microphone can pick up my heartbeat, but it is going 100 miles per hour. Katie, thank you so much for your time. I can't look at you, and I cannot look at Tarantula Jolie. We're just going to say thanks for trusting News 3 and joining us on this edition of Wild Animal Wednesday. We hope to see you right back here next week, and I hope to see you too.
You're doing so good.
And as always, you can catch more Wild Animal Wednesdays by heading to our website, WRBL.com, to catch up on the episodes you might have missed, including the giraffe, one of my personal favorites, along with the zebra and all of the other fantastic animals there at Wild Animal Safari.